Thanks for joining me. I'm glad you're here. My name is Jerrel. I develop games for a living. This is my exploration of the Digivolutions in Digimon Story Time Stranger. I haven't done an episode in a while, so I'm glad to be getting back to this game and sharing the game with all of you. This game has just launched on Switch and Switch 2. If you want the physical cartridge, I strongly recommend getting the Switch version, the original Switch, because the game data is on the actual game cartridge. If you take that cartridge and plug that into your Switch 2, you can get an upgrade pack via download that will let you play the Switch 2 version using the Switch 1 cartridge. The Switch 2 cartridge is a game key card. Those kind of suck. I don't really like them. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to this. If you don't know this game, I strongly recommend it. If you like monster raising games and if you like JRPGs, I've really enjoyed this. It's one of my favorite JRPGs. You can see my team consists of these just awesome dragons. I mean, look at this dude. He's just swords. This guy's all swords. This guy's totally cool. And then you got this really cool pink dragon who is not a ride Digimon. That really bums me out. He seems like he should be a ride Digimon, but you can't have everything in life, can you? Okay, let's go over to the Digivolution screen and see what kind of Digimon I can get here. So I grew up with the Digimon anime in the 90s and early 2000s, but I don't know that much about it because I haven't been following the series. I've played this game, haven't beaten it, because I want to do all the side missions, but I've been so busy with work. So all these Digimon are new to me. I don't know who these are. But I do like Blue Meramon. I don't really want to lose him because he's blue, which is awesome, but they're easy to get, another Blue Meramon. So we got... Who is this? This looks like a Mega Man bad guy. Pheromon. You know what? It's possible I may have gotten this guy on a save file, but I had to go back in my save file because there was a glitch that broke the Digifarm, but from my understanding they fixed that. So this guy looks kind of familiar. I think I have gotten one of these guys before. Okay, so it's I'm not gonna pretend that I've seen him before, but what I really do like, so I'll point out some things. What I really like is the Piccolo cape. I'm a big Dragon Ball fan, and the Piccolo cape is always welcome. It looks, that's, it's weighted training is what it is. What I really like about this color scheme is that purple generally represents a kind of royal aspect to a character. So we have that purple sort of, it's almost like jewel-like, it's shiny part of the armor on the armor there on the legs and the arms, but then we also have the red and blue on the collar there, and red and blue together make purple. So I think that's pretty nice. We have the distribution of red in the eyes and the belt. Here, I don't know why I pointed to my belt. But it's you know what? It's a simple design and it's quite strong, and to me this feels, well, for Digimon, here's the thing with Digimon creature designs is they've always been ahead of trends. Every decade, every generation has trends when it comes to monster designs and art in different mediums, and Digimon's always been ahead. I'm gonna say this feels like a 2002, 2003 design. That's just my guess. Let's go ahead and see who else I have ready to Digivolve. So this guy, okay, he's not ready for Mega Dramon, but he is ready for this, so I'm just gonna go ahead. This silhouette has sharp teeth, so let's see what this is all about. Okay, here we go. Mega Dramon. Okay. Have I seen this one in a previous save file? This is Machine Dramon. Whoa. Okay. I'm not sure if I've seen him in a previous save file. Again, I had to go back a few hours in a previous save file. I have a feeling I haven't seen this one. What I really like about this is it has a kind of RoboCop body horror aspect to it. His tail has been truncated. It looks like you would be able to add an extension on that tail, or maybe that part can shoot lasers out of it. But it looks like they've just kept adding on more and more parts to this Digimon. It's very simple with its color scheme. It's primarily just silver. generally it's hard to get a design to look this good when you don't have that much color dynamic. You see there's kind of this dark gray, and you have the silver. Personally, I'm not saying this is a bad design. Also his little feet, which kind of look like they're organic. So maybe his little feetsies are the only organic parts still, maybe. I don't think so, because it's very shiny. What I personally would have done if I was doing a design like this is I would have made this part a little darker. The feet and that there, and the head, just so there's a bit more dynamic in the tonal contrast of this character. I'm not saying that this is bad and they should do it. I'm just saying that's how I would have done it. I really like the wires running into the mouth like that. Just a sense of body horror, like they've slowly replaced parts of your body with machine parts. Very cool cannons. I want to see what those do. We have Infinity Cannon. And there's a move there that I think this means that he can sort of do a fusion? Oh, he can DNA Digivolve. So if he DNA Digivolves, maybe he has access to that other move. So let's see. I need Chimeramon. Ooh, I have Chimeramon. Okay, neato. So I like that guy. He's pretty cool. I have Mega Dramon. Okay, hold on. Mega Dramon and Megidramon. That's a little confusing, but it looks like... Oh, it looks like I've seen him, but I don't have him. So I think that's what I set this guy for. Megadramon and Megidramon. Okay, Megadramon Digivolve 2. Megidramon. Oh, what is this, friend? Oh, yeah, look at this guy. This is cool. So he has some sort of symbol motif on his chest and his shoulder armor. Now, what I really like about his chest is that it looks like a rib cage. It's not necessarily a rib cage, but it looks like a rib cage. And boy, is it creepy looking. He's a very sharp, angular character. I really like the red and the gold. Red and gold always look good together. And to use the gold as the trim here on his plate armor along his waist. Very cool, little bulky along the back. And you can see there's some layering there. It gives a sense of scales, like a snake, even though it looks mechanical. Very cool to have that gold tip at the very end there. Let's see, it kind of looks like he's wearing a red mask of some kind. Teeth, gums showing. He's got interesting motifs on his arm blades there that kind of look like when you go to Bali and you get drunk and your friends want to get a tattoo and you didn't really want to and you didn't even think about it, so you get the tribal flames. It's kind of what that looks like there, and his wings are sick as hell. Now have a look at the visual cohesion when we have the tail. So have a look at the tail. It's segmented with the gold, and it is a similar visual motif on the tips of his wings. They look similar. So there's overall very strong visual cohesion to this character. Really like it. The gold on the blades themselves here are a bit darker than they are here, just to add a little bit of contrast to the character there. Very cool, Megidramon. I don't know where I've seen him. The game thinks I've seen him before, but I don't think I have. Okay, so this is Waru Seedramon. I've got a padlock on there. I'm not sure if this is one I was keeping. I don't know who to turn him into. He can do both. Let's just wait and double back. Okay, so what is this? If I can get another Phantomon and then get whatever that is. I don't know who that is, and I don't know who this is. This guy's from the anime. I know him. Okay. Phantomon. Digivolve 2. We get... Oh, okay. I did get this guy on a previous save file. Okay, so now I've got him again. This is Belphemon, but I think Belphemon can Digivolve again. Yes, at Agent Rank 8. So I'll have to do the quests. Okay, cool. Now I don't... Okay, I can't get that Digimon. Okay, Birdramon. Come back to that. Alright, so I have Cubimon, and I have one that I don't have here yet. So let's find out who this is. Cubimon. Cubimon Digivolve 2. I don't think I've seen this guy, Cerberusmon. You know what? He looks like he's so friendly. He looks really friendly, despite this really horrifying fleshy, like his flesh is coming out of his armor. Because that looks like sort of plate armor. This is really fleshy. Cerberusmon. The name sounds familiar, but he's a fun little friend. He's really cool. So these don't look like their heads. These just look like their armor, but I do like the creepy tubing that comes out of there. Now there is so much simplicity in this design. It's not overly complicated. You know, newer designs would have trim, right? They'd have colored trim, and then it would look, you know, a little bit more complex. They'd have edges that were different. They'd have symbols along the hindquarters there. But this is a nice, simple design. Look at these cool, sharp talons are for birds. I guess they're just extra claws. And he has this line that runs across his tail. It's not is it a lateral line? Just to give the character, just to break that up a little bit visually, make it look more distinct. This is a nice, simple design. Looks so creepy. I like the white hair that drips down there. Ooh, man, what a cool character. Okay, this feels like a very early 2000s design because it is quite, it's not detailed dense, and I like the simple designs, you know. This is a fun, friendly character. Okay, so we have Mad Dog Fire. All enemies, dark physical attack at power 45. Chance to 20% crystallization is really good. There's an item that can boost that chance, I think. And then you have, ooh, a physical attack at 85 causes mode change. He can mode change. Can I just mode change now? Okay. This is a mode change. He can also turn into Cerberusmon or whatever that Digimon is. But let's see what the mode change looks like. Neato. Okay. What's your mode change? Let's take a look at it. Oh! Oh, man. What makes me laugh are body proportions that are either way too big or way too small. And this just hit me in my my funny bone critical spot, my weak point for my funny bone, because he's a cool character. Again, very simple design, very understated. See, there isn't a lot of difference in the tonal dynamic. You know, normally for the newer designs, there's a lot more contrast. Like the inner armor, the under armor would be a different tone than the armor plating itself. So I do feel like this is an old design. It's very simple, but the red is so stark that it really makes this design work. He's still got the claws, the visual motif of the claws, but now he's humanoid, and he's got red, bright, vibrant red there, and on his shoulders and biceps, more on his biceps, and the shoulders still have the claws there, and his sort of dog faces that were on his pauldrons are now on his hands, which for punch biting, that is so fun. Okay, Inferno Divide. That is a dark physical attack power. Okay, so that's he gets a different move. So his his wolf form is more for crowd control, I think, because it can hit multiple enemies. This is so cool. What a cool character. Like, I'm looking down at the controller here. Okay, he can go back. I don't really want a Cerberusmon. I don't know who that is. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think I was trying to build this guy up. I gotta put him back. Was I trying to get a Ground Locomon? I'm not sure. Okay, let's see who else I have. Okay, now I did put a padlock on this guy, but I think I'm getting another one. Oh, man, that's so cool. All right, let's see what he turns into. This is Duramon. Duramon. Digivolve 2. Okay, do I recognize this man? Gallantmon. I'm not sure if I've seen this guy before, because I haven't done one of these episodes in quite a long time. Awful lot of triangles on this shield. It's not the Triforce. It's letting you know it's not the Triforce. I think this guy is in a set. I think he has a number of friends that have a similar design. But this, again, gold and red always look good together, but the primary color on this guy is this nice silver. The red would be the secondary color, and the gold would be your accent color, but it's so prominent on the shield. It looks really great here. Very cool looking character. There's some sort of visual motif on the chest that I can't really... Oh, that visual motif on the chest is also visible on the knee pads. This is just a nice, simple design, and I think he's part of a group that have similar designs, I think. Okay, I'll come back to that. Alright, okay, let's find out who this is. Cerberusmon. Digivolve 2. A busty bosom woman. I'm not... See, again, I had to restart my... I didn't start my save file from the very beginning, but I went back a few hours. But I think I recognize this busty gal. And... This is the difference between Digimon and Pokemon, is Pokemon, sometimes a character with busty bazooms gets through and we get Lopunny, and then it's like Pokemon is ashamed of that. But then in Digimon, I think it's a bit more adult because they really like to celebrate their busty bazooms. And then we have a little bit of a bondage aspect with, it kind of looks like leather belts being tied around the character. Hey man, enjoy your life, enjoy your relationships your way. So just a little makes me laugh. We have Metal Greymon. Okay, I don't know why I sounded Jamaican. I'm busy laughing here. I gotta pick one of those. You know what? I'm gonna save, right? And then, and if I get one that I've had before, then I'll just load. I'll load and I'll go back. Okay. Okay, I have two options here. I can, for my Dramon. I don't know which to pick. I'll pick this one. Okay. Dramon Digivolve 2. Whoa. Okay. A very red Chaos Dramon. Okay, so I really like his back thrusters, and I really, really like the vector look. Or not not the vector, the wireframe. And interesting. So it's not, you know, the wireframe doesn't actually show the true wireframe of the character, and the reason why is that the poly count, the number of triangles that make up this character, the number of polygons, is way higher than what the wireframe indicates. But in generations past, when 3D models were significantly lower poly count, the wireframe would look like this because they would represent, each square represents the actual polygon. But these days, models consist of significantly more polygons, and if we were to do a wireframe, it would just look like a mess. It would just be so many lines that it wouldn't look very clear at all. So it's cool to consider that they just put a texture on. It's not the actual wireframe, but it represents the idea of the wireframe. This guy looks like he needs eye drops because I don't think he's blinking much. Those are some sharp teeth. I really like that the helmet portion does actually have teeth on it as well. Let's see what's on his knee pads. He has little dangly things on his knee pads. Ooh, look! He's got thrusters on his calves, which I assume will help him go fast. Okay, so he has Hyper Infinity Cannon. That's his only move? Okay. Let's see. All targets at 70. Increased damage to machine trait. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and see who we get next. Ah, my Platinumon. Ooh, okay, Garudamon. Can somebody please remind me to get another Garudamon? So I need to get a Kilomon, Garudamon, because I need to get another thing. I don't know. I'm just gonna... Maybe I'll just take a picture of it real quick. Oh, I took a blurry picture with my phone. Let's see what Digimon I get here. I'll have to get another Garudamon. Garudamon Digivolve 2! Ooh, this is a fun Phoenix-like looking character. Phoenixmon! I'm not sure if I've gotten this one on a previous save file. So here's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the animation for the wings here. That would have taken a fair amount of effort to coordinate the alternating wings and make it look right. What I really like are the detail work on the texture. They would have... It's hand-drawn. Whether they're using hand-drawn, you know, like with the stylus, or whether they're using some other means, it's still baked in the actual lines on the individual feathers. We'll just say hand-drawn for now. So they have the hand-drawn lines on the feathers themselves that give the character this hand-drawn look. It looks like the anime, because in the anime, it would be hand-drawn. Now, not every game would do this, because in general, we would see that they don't hand-draw the lines and they just say, oh yeah, you know what, just do the 3D model. But it tends to look quite dull and flat. So what I really like about this design is that they have actually hand-drawn the feather lines, and it makes it look more robust, and it has depth to the character itself. So I have so much respect for the developers that work on this. They have such a strong eye for visual communication. Check out these sick purple feathers. So purple and yellow go very well together, and to have it like a sort of like a fire coming out of the character, the yellow that goes to the red, the orange, and the purple on those feathers there, very cool. Neat plumage on the tail here. Cool character, Phoenixmon. I really like it. I dig it. We have Starlight Explosion! All enemies, power of 70, increased damage to targets with spirit trait. Not sure how to discern that. Okay, maybe we'll do one more. Okay, who is this? Who is this? We have Mamamon. Okay. Mamamon! Digivolve 2! Hot Topic Mon! Sorry. Only old people know what Hot Topic is. Okay, this is Pukumon. I'm not sure if I've had this guy before in a previous save. Like the fish, like the puffer fish, I think. I'm gonna call him Hot Topic Mon. He's got a little sailor anchor, kind of like a tattoo. Yeah, this guy shops at Hot Topic. He's cute. He's got like little tail fins coming out the back. This is fun. I want to do one more. This is kind of fun. I'll do one more. Okay. Oh! So I need a metal Mamamon because I can get 2 more guys here. I don't know who to pick. All right, I'm gonna save and then see. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Metal Mamamon, Digivolve 2. Interesting that he turned into Metal Garurumon. I was not expecting that. I think I've had Metal Garurumon in a previous save file. I just want to do another one then. I want to do another one so I can find a Digimon I haven't seen before. I'll just go through my... Ooh! I have a bunch of Rise Greymon because you can get them... They like spam them at you. Let's see what this one is. Okay. Man, that is such a cool design. Alright, let's see. Rise Greymon! Digivolve 2! Whoa! Ho, ho, ho. Look at this cool man. Those are... So his knees are going to make it difficult to be comfortable in an airplane and at the cinema. I went to the cinema the other day to watch The Odyssey, and I had enough knee room, but this guy would not have enough knee room. This is Shine Greymon. Whoa, I've never seen this guy before. He's got this interesting, like a pirate ship steering wheel on his tail that I suppose you could hit people with, like a spike. Oh, he's got cool wing fins, and it looks like they animate, like they fold into each other. You know what I mean? What I really like at the end of the wing fins, at the tip, is this wing cap with that blue circle on it, and it kind of looks like armor. Very cool. So what I really like is the use of blue as the accent color. We have it here in the abdomen area, that blue highlight, that accent color. We see it there on the wing armor, just there. And then we have it at the tips of the wing fins there. Good cohesion for the colors. Interesting. White and red look good together. But it's so fascinating that the bottom of the character has such a different balance of color dynamic than the top half. His shoulder armor, looks like a rolled up centipede. That looks like it would restrict your movement. Very cool design. Look at this guy. Let's see, he's got Geo Gray Sword. Performs an earth physical attack at 90. Very good. 100% chance of 20% boost to attack for 3 turns. Hey, that's really good. That makes him stronger. And then this one hits all enemies for 60. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Anyway, this has been awesome. This has been fun. Let me know which of those Digimon that we saw today, if any of those are your favorite. I enjoy hearing from you guys about the Digimon. Okay, hopefully I can do another episode of this series soon. I use the Digifarm to raise my Digimon stats to get them ready. So I haven't been doing this series because I'm very busy with my own game development. I have like 3 games that I'm finishing up right now that I'd like to have launched within the next few months. And one of my games is on sale right now. That my latest game is The Hero of Destiny Was Killed by the Final Boss. That's on sale on Steam right now. And it will be on sale on Switch, I think, in another week. So please check in there. And yeah, if you would like to support me as a developer and check out my games and see what I'm all about with my games, The Hero of Destiny is where you play as a bunch of NPCs. There's more than 50 playable characters. The Hero of Destiny dies at the beginning of the story, and so you have to build a team. It's kind of like a deck builder because every NPC is pretty useless on their own, but when you put them all together, you build a team and you have to try and get through the final dungeon where every enemy is just way too strong for you. They'll just overpower you. But you have a command menu for your skills that turns the game into a turn-based RPG, basically. I think it's the kind of game that I would like because it's very fun to come up with your own teams and your own strategies and try and build the ultimate team and experiment with different characters. All right, thanks very much for spending some time with me. Take care of yourselves. Be well. I'll see you around.